Everyone, happy morning. Today I am with Guruji and it's a great day, like luckily I got him and for my channel and he's ready to give an interview. So I'm so happy actually and let's meet Guruji and he will introduce by himself. So can you tell about yourself, your name and where are you from and what do you do?
So namaste everyone. I am Shalanda from Sarvamai, Hyderabad. So I'm into holistic natural health and holistic health practitioner. So I educate people on holistic health and well-being for the nature as well. So basically the life is very simple. Health is being gifted to us by the nature, but because we are not staying in a harmonious life, we are facing all the challenges in our health. And we are also affecting the nature because of our lifestyle, because of not living in our harmony. We are disrupting the nature also. In nature, every species are actually staying in harmony.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see any hospitals for animals. But there are hospitals for animals which are under humans.
Humans. Yeah, there are
Because
there.
we are controlling them.
Yeah.
We are not allowing them to be in their habitat. That's why they are getting sicker. Or else naturally, every animal there is no sickness. Yes, there will be a stage of aging and then everyone has to perish. It's not like we are here permanently. But not like now how many modern hospitals we have. So we are developing advance but towards destructive phase. Completely we are trying to suppress not in a natural harmony. We are just managing the consequences what we are facing, but later it is blasting us in a more deeper way. It's giving more trouble. But for that also we are trying to see some suppression.
Yeah.
So that's why we are facing lot of pain and hardships.
Yeah, very true. And I'm very curious that you did engineering as my knowledge and when you started changing your life in my way all are living in different world. If I see myself I was living in a different world and now I'm living in a different world. I can make out two different worlds. How come you shifted to these things and what makes you
So
that?
I was blessed to have my Guruji,
Okay.
Sadhguru Sai Kumar Babaji from Hyderabad, Sai Gita Ashram. I was fortunate to have since my grandparent times they were connected to him. So I was fortunate to have him since my childhood, see him, listen to his discourses and all. It's not like there were many people who will attend to the discourses, but not everyone will absorb it.
Yeah.
Not everyone will go into that track and path. It's not just having him. Even in our family circle, many people know him, but I got an opportunity or I holded him. I was going into that path. So since childhood I was following him and whatever I'm teaching is all the wisdoms, pearls of wisdoms of him only. It's grace only. So I have just made a garland and sharing that to everyone, the essence of all his teachings. So I was doing my studies and my engineering and during my engineering time, there were many things which were confused. My path, my future. I don't know why I had that interest because since childhood I was helping people in healing, meditation, yoga. I was chosen to demonstrate in ashrams activities also. I was given a chance to demonstrate yoga and help others, teach others. That's how I got trained under my Guruji in various things. I got exposure in various things in ashram. So like that, as I was getting my inner transformations, like inner call, he only helped me to give clarity about my path. But he said it will take time and he asked me to concentrate on my career and I was working in IT for a while. Then I was just waiting because I was happy that he gave some indication that yes, I have a path, but I'm waiting for that time. So once I was doing my sadhana at that time, working in IT, doing my sadhana, there was a time when he accepted me. I was very fortunate to be and blessed. I got an opportunity to be in the ashram for 10 years. And
10 years.
for 10 years I was there. And when he was taking me, he told about my future as well. So I know everything what he told. I still remember and I'm seeing what's happening, which he told earlier also. So after 10 years, then I had to step out. But still, there was a chance. Still, he said, I'll go connect back to the ashram. But now I feel I'm just doing his works. I'm chosen. I'm very grateful for that. If still he calls, I'm always ready for his call. I'm just waiting for his call. But I've never stopped doing what he wanted or the divine wanted me to do. Now I am taking that wisdom to many people. Like there are many suffering. I can't just see the people suffering unnecessarily. There are simpler ways. It may be health or emotional and all. So I have simplified the things, and I have connected the logic and reasoning behind whatever we were doing. Like traditionally, it may be the cooking methodologies or whatever it may be. On all the ancient practices were unique and there was science behind it. It's only thing we got disconnected from that science. That knowledge was not transferred properly. So what happened? We got disconnected. We started deviating and we started following a shortcut. And we are facing for all the consequences of that shortcut also. But if we still follow the traditional science, that would have been great. But though traditional science, we have formulated certain things. Natural science is different. Like we are meant to eat fruits alone, but we have chosen to eat grains. But our forefathers were intelligent. Though we were eating grains, we were actually processing them well, which was not causing any problem. So science behind it, because grain is also a seed. Seed's nature is to grow back into a plant. It will never think that it will become food for others. But we are choosing. Then birds, it is food for birds. But see how nature has designed the seed, which has to grow back into a plant, which is strong, which has that strong determination, that will never digest for the bird. It will come through its poop, and that's how the bird is helping in propagation.
Actually, it's helping.
Helping.
Yeah.
But the weak seeds, which doesn't have that determination, that potency, that will become food for the bird.
Birds.
So that's how that nature is helping. And we think fruit is for our food. Tree will never think that it will feed us. Fruit is a womb for the mother tree. It is just propagating the seeds inside. We are just helping that seeds to get propagated. So as a part of result, we are getting that fruit. So that's an exchange in the nature we are giving. So like that, like even our forefathers, when they started, when forefathers means we only, no one else. We, in one birth, we were him only, like that gene only, right? So when we started eating grains once upon a time, we were intelligent. Though we were following certain laws where we were retaining that life, prana in it, and that consciousness was part of us. Now it's only the raw material. There is like no life in the food, in the processing which we are doing. So at least when we turn back to that ancient practices, we are still better.
So we can maintain retain our everything, whatever we do.
Slowly still we have to transition. It's not like we have to stuck up there. We have to still become subtler and make our life simple. We will not complicate. So in all those lines, I educate people on fruit selection. Like it's not like eating any fruit. It will cause problem. It will cause diabetes if the fruit is not ripe. So it should be ripe,
most
should be
important
ripe,
thing.
seasonal, local, properly grown in diversity. There are many factors which I educate. So it's not vegetables. Again, there is a lot of misconception behind fibers. People eat like fibers. We are supposed to eat soluble fibers. Like that, there are many myths. People eat sprouts raw. We are not supposed to eat sprouts raw.
We
or
should
sown
not eat
peanuts
sprouts raw.
No. So we don't have cellulose enzymes to break down that cellulose fibers. It's complex for our system. We need fruit, or we need only to eat cooked food, sun-cooked food, which retains life.
What about vegetables?
Vegetables, there are some category of vegetables which we can eat raw, but not all.
Not all?
Not all. You can't eat everything raw. Or cook it. Simplify it. Then you are good to go.
So we can steam it or cook it, and then we can
cook
have
it and have it.
Okay. So
Like that, I educate upon everything about vegetables, which to eat raw, which not to eat raw, and there is one more method called fermentation, like microbial cooking, where microbes are involved in cooking. So I educate people about, and not all fermented foods are safer. Acidic ferments are not safer. Like many people drink vinegars or kombuchas or many acidic drinks. They claim they are healthy probiotics, but not all probiotics are safe for us. There are many things to be known, and acidic foods are not safer for us. So we have to simplify the things. I have been educating on all these lines: probiotics, stable cultures, and dairy. I have been educating people about dairy. Like people say, like since ancient times we were drinking milk, but when I say we are not supposed to drink milk, we are not supposed to eat rice also. We are supposed to eat only fruits. But our people, though they were drinking milk, they were ethical. First of all, they were not milking the cows. Rarely you will see few people, they have chosen to consume milk as their food. But most of our ancestors, they were never drinking milk. Still in the tribal areas, if you go and see, they will have cows, but they will never milk the cows. They say milk is for the calf. Why we should drink? Any animal will feed their children. Why we should drink others' milk? Even in human beings, one child will not be like when you are feeding, when a mother is feeding for their child, she can't feed milk for other child. It will not suit them. But when you adopt them, when you show that love and when there is a bonding, then that growth hormones will get aligned and then it will be suitable.
Okay.
You can't just feed abruptly. There is a lot of science behind it.
Yeah.
And when we are drinking animal milk, those hormones will not suit us, natural hormones.
Yeah.
It's very toxic for us. So that's why we are not supposed to drink milk. But our forefathers were intelligent. Though they were choosing milk which is not suitable for us, they were ethical. They were taking little milk and boiling for 6 to 8 hours, then cuddling it, then taking the butter and churn the buttermilk before sunrise. And when the sun was coming, they used to keep the butter in the sun and then that was converting into ghee. They were not using any fire.
Oh.
That ghee, they used to mature it for 3 months and then they used to take it as a medicine.
Take it as a medicine. Okay.
Little bit.
Okay.
But now we want paneer, milk, ghee and many products, completely exploiting, like giving injection for the cow for getting more yield, oxytocin and other things. Completely it's poison.
Yeah.
So ancient people, they were still ethical though they were drinking milk, though it was not suitable. They were practices which were aligned to certain things. But now, no knowledge. Like we are only behind our taste or nutrition. We want proteins, calcium. We get calcium even from sun rays.
Sunrise.
Yeah, connect to nature, we'll get all, let's see how Rishi Munis, they are not eating like they are people called breatharians.
Yeah.
Our Rishi Munis, where
Yeah, I
they're
heard
taking
about
from
that.
nutrition from the cosmos. If you see the parameters, all the blood parameters will be normal. They don't eat anything. Then how they are getting? Just from the cosmic energy. But we are not consciously evolved to absorb it.
Yeah.
So we have to eat. Then it's not like milk has calcium, but that will cause osteoporosis, arthritis, because that calcium is not being absorbed. That will get accumulated. That will form kidney stones. That will form lot of health issues. It's not like everything, like tree also has every part of the tree has nutrition. We can't just eat a tree. So in Ayurveda also people take some essence or extracts from it. There is a process of purifying the toxicity and extracting some medicinal value. You may be also taking calcium from it, some minerals basically. So we completely lost that science and there is no one to educate those all aspects.
Yeah.
So nature has chosen me to bridge that gap, to bring that knowledge, bring that science. Because modern people, they need that reasoning. If without reasoning, one cannot accept it.
Yeah.
So that reasoning is very important. Yeah, reasoning, like I help. I'm not a scientific person to give data, but very logical messages which I give, which will make sense. And there is a scientific validation for it. You decide now how do you want to live. That's what I educate.
Wow.
It may be even cleaners, like we are very scared to use soaps because of fear only we use soap. Hygiene, bacteria, educate on completely like what is bacteria, what is virus is not a living organism. It's a program inside our body which will open up to cleanse certain toxic accumulations. Even if you take vaccination, body will create certain variants because its role is to clean the system. And every nature season change, that virus will come. That's a natural process.
Yeah.
We should not get scared. If you want to avoid that virus to affect you, then live a natural harmonious lifestyle. Nothing will affect us. And even infections like which will come from bacteria, so that will also not affect us when we live in that harmony. So we have to understand like right inputs, right thoughts, right environment. So even in urban time, even in the present scenario, there are still possibilities of living in a harmonious. Even if you are living in a concrete jungle, still I educate people ways to connect back to the nature. Even living in a AC room or in your room where you are equipped with gadgets, still you can get grounded. There are ways to bring the natural elements again. That's the first step. Then slowly we can evolve further. So that's all I have been teaching. So avoiding chemicals, how you can make natural chemicals. Like I don't use any chemicals, or I educate on natural cleansers like bioenzymes. I have been spreading this since 20 years. I have simplified it. Like before I got to know about bioenzymes, I know about fermentation, about all those science. This was another dimension. I was using that fermentation concept in medicine or in food science. From medicine, I introduced that to food science. I ferment salt. I ferment spices because they also have toxicity. So like that, I have not left any corner. Like I use fermentation for buildings also, for fabrics also. Like that, the microbial world can be utilized everywhere. So we need not use any chemicals. So completely we can build that natural. We can still live in that harmonious lifestyle. They can connect to that nature science. So that's how even in fabrics I educate on cotton fabrics. We should not wear synthetic fabrics which will block the energies.
Yeah.
So like that, this is all the dimension which I teach. Apart from that, emotional balance, relationships. So this is a holistic approach for a person's well-being, and when we are living in a well-being, and we'll help that nature also. We'll be part of that nature also. We'll spread that vibration to every other people also. That's how all together we can again realign that imbalance which we have created. So this is a simple thing what I do.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Actually, it's not a small knowledge or something like. If I take continue interview, like it will go for a long 2 days or 3 days. How many days we don't know. So thank you so much. And I want to ask you like you teach so many things. Like just now you have mentioned like bioenzymes and
Biosalt,
can you just
biospices.
list it out some of them there if if someone interested.
So
you
like
can
I educate
contact.
on, I said fruits or fruit selection, like juicing naturally without any tools, fermentation, probiotics, stable cultures. In stable cultures, I make something called vegan honey, which is I call it as Jeevanu Madhu, Sarvam
Oh,
Jeevanu Madhu.
wow.
Then I make something called bioavailable salt. Salt is inorganic, so it's Jaivika Lavan. Then water I have Jiva Jalam, which is spring water, which you can make in your
In home?
house. In your house, you need not drink RO water.
Oh wow.
You can just bring the natural spring wherever you are. So
In
like
home
that,
we can
in your
make
home
it.
you can set up.
Oh, set
So that
up.
is Jiva Jalam. Like that, like fruit preservation, like many preservation techniques, even in grains, right? Grain processing, grain preservation. Those all techniques, like cooking methods and all. Then like everything is a like subject in deep in itself. So these all things I educate under Sarvam platform. So my I have to give some name. I can't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
randomly spread that knowledge. So I have given the name as Sarvam Living. Sarvam is holistic, and the place where I have facilitated all these works is called Sarvam Mai. Mai is like mother's, nature's lab.
Okay.
So holistic, like Sarvam is holistic, Mai is mother. So that's how I have named that space as Sarvam Mai, and that lifestyle, whatever I teach, is called Sarvam Lifestyle or Sarvam Living. So it's in Hyderabad. It's like I don't still have any accommodation, and like people can't stay there, but they can just come and experience that space and see all the things. I have small space where like Sarvam Essentials, where I keep those all products also available. I don't make like a commercial scale. Like I just want people to get introduced, and I educate people. They should not depend on me. They can get that product for their experience, and then later they have to do by themselves. I'll teach them how to make. So that is my core thing.
Yeah.
I don't want them to depend on myself, me, or on that product again. They can make on their own. By that, I can reduce the carbon footprint. I can reduce the glass bottles, plastic, or packaging and transportation. Because knowledge, when it is being transferred, when you are making at source, it's very simple. So I believe in that. So I educate. But still, people who have some challenges, I am keeping some products available. So like that, I have essential store and Pakistana, where all the cooking is based on my teachings, like biospices or containers and other things. Like that, I do also some therapies. So I heal some like psychosomatic energy blocks. I try to help them in healing. Some pain management. Most of the ailments which we suffer is because of food and lifestyle and thoughts. So which can be corrected with these all teachings. No other therapy is also required. I don't concentrate on therapies, but for some people they need some support. For them only I do some therapies. But otherwise, just by food habits, lifestyle changes, everything can be reversed. It will take time. Like suppose tumor which has formed since 10 years, all of a sudden in 1 month you can't just disappear it. So you have to give time for it to reverse. But we have shortcuts, we have surgery, we just cut it. Again it will regrow. It's not like, it's like just, that is not the solution by just cutting or putting a bomb and blasting it. So there is a way to reverse also. So I educate on all these aspects. So I also educate on online, offline. I travel around. I spread the knowledge in physical, because physical connection is much different. If anyone is hosting me, I go there. I educate people. But yeah, as there are many challenges, I do online also. Then I have recording options also, where people can take the recordings and continue and then connect back to me. And I keep my cultures available at Essentials. The cultures which I make from the forest, then it can be multiplied. Even the water, spring water, I make it available, and they can add and replenish that water. Like they can add in their regular water and re-energize that water. So I give that cultures also. So like that, I facilitate all these things at Sarvam Essentials, and it's not like they have to depend on me. I give that knowledge.
Yeah.
Now take that knowledge and
That's a
spread
great
it.
thing you do for
Because me alone cannot change the world.
Yes.
Knowledge has to spread. It's a nature's science. So
Yeah.
spread that. Let it reach to many, many people.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in.
And I love the Guruji's energy and everything. And even I have attended one of his workshops so that I got to know about him. And he was explaining very nicely everything, like how you said, like we are, everyone are dependent, like codependent, like we have to live together. It's not coexist. Yeah, and that thing is very beautifully explained that day. It was like very nicely. It got stuck in my mind also. And thank you for that. If anyone wants more detail about Guruji, and you can, I will be given
Yeah, they
Instagram
can reach me
link.
on Shailander_SGA. This is my Instagram link and YouTube link. They can
Okay.
message me on my Instagram or Facebook also.
Facebook also.
They can message me.
YouTube channel
YouTube
is also
also I
there.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I'll make many videos, but
Okay.
they are very insightful content. If you are patient enough, there is depth of knowledge.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a overwhelming. Social media is overwhelming. Like we have to focus.
Yeah.
So take time and listen to all those things which are available, scattered everywhere. It may be in Instagram or YouTube or like other places. You will understand the depth of what I teach.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I wanted to ask you one thing last, how you do ending with prayer or something. Like, can we do now also? Like, it's so beautiful yesterday, that day. It was like more energetic for me also. So, we can end the session by prayer. And thank you so much watching till here. And please stay for prayer also. And thank you, Guruji.
So prayer, I would like to connect in physical realm because that energies have to be like people who are listening. They are distracted. They are into this thing. I want them to focus. So I may not be comfortable in reciting the prayer
Yeah.
for others, but yes, I can just be in silence and
Yeah.
spread that vibrations to everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.